Fala galera, sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um vídeo de Baldur's Gate 3. E agora real, né? Baldur's Gate, já que nós estamos chegando aí. Realmente um Baldur's Gate, né? Vocês podem ver ali no fundo. A gente já tem uma pequena visão dessa cidade maravilhosa, olha lá. Tomara que agora sim nós entremos de vez ali. Não sei se vai ser nesse vídeo ainda, né? Porque imagino que tenha coisa ainda. Mas eu queria que fosse. Vou tentar fazer com que seja. Vamos ver o que tem de bom por aqui. E é só acampamento, né? Então acho que não tem muito. Eu vou seguir com o Will. Eu joguei pouco com ele. E agora eu queria que ele fosse com a gente. Meio que o arco do Gale, eu acredito que já tenha acabado. A da Brown ainda não, né? Porque a gente vai se vingar lá do rolo da família dela. O do Will ainda tem que encontrar o pai dele. A da Lizel e do Gale eu acho que são os únicos ali que meio que acabaram, né? Tipo assim, a parte mais importante talvez já tenha acontecido, né? Não sei. O do Astarion eu creio, né? Que vai acontecer agora. E o do... vai, tipo assim, é um dos que tá começando ainda, né? E da Karlash também, né? É um dos que tá começando porque a gente já descobriu que aquele vilãozão lá foi o cara que mandou ela pro inferno, então ele mesmo vai ser ali o responsável, beleza? Vamos ver. Quem do acampamento quer falar comigo? Ai, não tô sabendo não. Coçada não é. Quem que quer falar comigo? Elas aqui não são. Mais que tem. O Halcyon, será? O Halcyon é outro, né? Que eu acho que já acabou também. Nossa, a galera ficou muito longe, né? Nesse mapa aqui. Ah, o Gale.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light. Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Essa loja aí que ele disse, né? Que ele comentou. É a loja que tá presente lá no Baldur's Gate, nos jogos anteriores, né? Era um dos pontos acessíveis, né, em Baldur's Gate. E quero muito ver como que ela vai estar nesse jogo. Parece ser muito bonito mesmo. Interessante, né? Eu vi uns wallpapers de lá. Vambora.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the dead three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the dead three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. You will finally have the chance to destroy Gortash. But what then? What fires will still burn in you when he is extinguished? Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
É, situação difícil, hein? Situação difícil. Dominarei o mundo, muito bom.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join.
Meu Deus, elas vieram aqui.
We're under attack. Help me.
Mano. Que parada é essa? Do nada. O portal tem vida? Caraca. Na real, eu não devia ter atacado essa, né? Eu devia ter atacado os caras lá longe, né? Bobiei. Porque... Enfim. Já foi. Que é isso? O cara era um monge? Os dois são, pelo jeito, que da hora. Não tinha visto monge. Né?
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Nem tô com buff, olha isso. No seco. Fuja pelo portal. Ah, eu tenho que fugir. Não sabia, pô. Agora que entendi. Eu só vou ter que arrumar a magia dele aqui. Eu vou tomar ataque de oportunidade, cara. Droga, hein? Preciso fugir só.
Let's go.
Só preciso vazar, hein? Esse monge dá muito dano, né?
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
Ele cortou minha magia, filho da mãe.
Handy.
Mas eu tô aqui já, e aí?
Forever dauntless.
Assim, eu tô aqui já. Preciso passar por ele? Não dá pra passar, tá vendo? Será que eu tô olhando o portal errado? Não, né? Você quer saltar pelo portal? Entendi.
Moving.
Era um só passar.
Where's our dream guardian?
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Nossa, olha aqui. Olha esse lugar, velho. Caramba. Que loucura isso.
Hurry. I can't hold them back. It's not over. Come to the skull.
There's no time to waste.
Pô, tem cérebros ajudando a gente. Muito estranho.
Well, hello.
Hop, hop.
This feels good. They won't know what bit them. The blade will not bend.
Eu tô sem os buffs, né?
Let's finish this. Friend of the pack, he will be cleansed.
Got it.
It's not over. Come to the skull. I need you. Now.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Wanna dance? Yeah.
The skull. Come to the... It's not over. But Come to the skull.
Yoink!
Como que passa?
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
A mind flayer. God's damned abomination.
The Gate Yankee is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams.
Caraca.
Me.
Nossa.
You saved a child from a viper, back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackhead's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the mind flare's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight! Together, we can turn the tide.
Cara, vamos lá. Porque eu não sei quem que é pior, né? Os Githyanki ou... O que eu acho que aconteceu, tá? Eu acho que... Aqueles discípulos, né? Que servem ao Deus da Morte. Aos deuses da morte. Que é a Orin, o Goraf, sei lá. Eles... roubaram, né? Aquela mente anciã, que agora a gente sabe que é absoluta. Do Imperador Githyanki, né? Porque teoricamente ele que deveria controlar aquela parada da anciã, né? E é nível 12, ó. E não é o que tá acontecendo, né? Nossa. Deram um ataque crítico já, né? Tô sem buff, sem nada.
Come on, Karlak. Show him who you are.
Quero que ele faça um ataque. Por 32 de vida, caraca. Da hora o imperador, hein? Onde foi parar o Astaro? Ah, tá jogado lá atrás. Beleza. E aqui tem aliadas, né? Isso que é duro. Chance muito baixa. É difícil, hein?
To focus.
Nossa, 9% é muito pouco. Não vale a pena.
The subtle.
Não veio o extra. Salvo, droga.
Open up.
Nossa, os caras passam em todos os testes, que isso. Tem que ajudar o amigo aqui, ó.
Let's patch you up.
Dura que a coisa tá feia mesmo. Feia mesmo, mesmo.
To concentrate.
Just like old times.
Rotação. Droga. Ah, ele saiu dali? Não acredito. Sacanagem. Não deu ataque de oportunidade? Por quê? Que vacilo. Droga, viu? Que isso? Essa galera tá muito forte, velho. Essa galera aí tá muito quebrada, tá achando? Não é possível. Ah. Que bosta. Eu não tava preparado pra essa batalha, não. Muito doideira. Droga.
Let's move. We'll do it my way.
Ah, você tá de brincadeira. Eu não consigo atacar com ele faz mó tempo, velho. Que sacanagem. Os monges dão uns 5 ataques, olha, 4. Eles dão 5 ataques, vai no, justo no que não pode sofrer dano. Ele tá escondido, ainda bem. Maldito. Eu achei que ele ia dar bem mais dano, tá? O cara tá de brincadeira. Aproveitar pra sair daqui rápido. Nossa. Invoquei pra nada isso aqui, né? Droga, viu? Podia banir ele, né? Cadê aquela do santuário, né? Não, a do... A que cura geral. Todo mundo aqui? Tá.
Your time has come.
Boa. Boa, garoto, é isso. É isso, é isso. cara tira 15 de dano só. Ele é nível 12. Eu vou fazer melhor, enfim.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself. Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Caramba, agora eu entendi. Eu achei que ele tinha vindo antes, né? Mas pelo jeito não.
Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my Holmberger prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished.
Pena que a Lisel não tá aqui pra ver isso, hein?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace
Olha, abraçar a mudança. Será que a gente pode virar um? Caramba.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential.
Pô, ia ser da hora, hein, velho?
I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve.
Nossa, será que a gente vai escolher isso agora? Eu não tô preparado pra
You
isso.
have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastation.
Cara, achou legal, hein?
If you let me, I can evolve you.
Caramba.
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Nossa, velho, eu vou salvar. Só pra ver como é que parada rola, porque eu quero muito ver isso.
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand.
Nossa, é agora mesmo, cara. Que
It
repentino.
wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
Meio elite. Você se tornou meio elite, mas habilidades poderosas esperam por você. Caraca, que da hora, velho. Meu Deus, massa demais. Que loucura. Olha, eu posso voar agora, velho. Mano, meu Deus do céu. E agora abriram as outras habilidades aqui, ó. Mano, muito da hora, hein? Cara, que da hora. Bom, galera, então é isso. Agora somos meio elite. Eu vou encerrar o vídeo por aqui. Aconteceu bastante coisa, né? Nesse vídeo inesperado até. Espero que vocês tenham gostado e até a próxima.